Assalamu Alaykum guys, and welcome back to Mumti online. Today we're going to be doing some graded reading. We're back on the British Council website, Learn English Teens, and our text today is called Amazing Adventurers, A2 level. So Amazing Adventurers, A2 level. Okay, as usual, we're going to start with the preparation exercise, here, where we'll find all the new words that we're going to see in the article. Afterwards, we're going to read the article. And once we read the article, step 3, as usual, is to attempt the questions. So here we have check your understanding, true or false, and check your understanding, multiple choice. Okay, so if we start with the preparation exercise, the new words that we're going to look at today, or phrases: a storm, climate change, freezing, a blind person, destruction, a continent, a challenge, a charity. So these are the new words, and we're asked, if you can see here, match the words. So match the words with the definition. So we need to match each word to its correct meaning, okay? And the way we're going to do that is just by clicking on the word. We're going to click on the word and then place it next to its meaning. So someone who cannot see, someone who cannot see. So that is a blind person. So we'll click on a blind person, and then we're going to place that next to its definition, someone who cannot see. The next one, something that is difficult but fun to do. Something that is difficult but fun to do. So if we have a look at the new words, the easiest one to look at is this one, a challenge. A challenge. So we'll click on a challenge and place it here. An organization that helps people in need. An organization that helps people in need. So what's that going to be? That is going to be a charity. Okay, and then next it says very cold, below 0 Celsius. Very cold, below 0 Celsius. Okay, so what's that? That is freezing. Okay, next we have destroying something, making something not exist. Destroying something, making something not exist. So what word is that? It's going to be destruction. So if you hear destruction, it means making something not exist or destroying something. Next, bad weather with strong winds and rain. Bad weather with strong winds and rain. That's going to be a storm. A storm. So we're just going to put that there. Next, a big area of land like Africa, Asia, or Europe. A big area of land like Africa, Asia, or Europe. That's going to be a continent. A continent. Okay. And then the last word, changes in the world's weather. So changes in the world's weather. That is going to be, obviously, the last word, climate change. Okay. Once you've finished and you've matched each word to its meaning, you can click on this flag here, finish, and then you'll get a score for the exercise. So here we've matched each word to its correct meaning with no errors. So we have a total score of 8 out of 8, which is 100%. Okay. As we go down, let's have a look here. We're going to read the main text and then we're going to attempt the questions at the end. So here we go. Amazing adventurers. Do you ever dream about climbing Mount Everest or visiting Antarctica? If so, you're not alone. Every year, thousands of people try to climb the world's highest mountains or walk across continents. Let's take a look at some of the 21st century's greatest adventurers. So, Amazon adventurer. Ed Stafford from the UK is the first person to walk along the Amazon River from the mountains of Peru to the mouth of the river in Brazil. His amazing journey took 2 years and 4 months. There are many dangerous animals in the rainforest, like snakes and crocodiles, but Ed was lucky. He was only bitten by ants and mosquitoes. On his trip, Ed had to find fruit and nuts or catch fish each morning. Sometimes food was hard to find and Ed was often tired and hungry. Technology was very important for Ed. He used the radio to ask people of the rainforest for food and help. Many people came to meet him and guide him through the forest. While he walked, Ed wrote a blog to tell the world about climate change and the destruction of the rainforest. A mountain climber. Did you know that more than 4,000 people have climbed Everest? Gerlinda Galtenbrunner from Austria is one of them. She is one of the world's greatest climbers and has climbed all the world's mountains over 8,000 meters. It's very difficult to climb in cold weather and storms, but Gerlinda loves it. She started climbing as a teenager in the mountains near her home. When she left school, she became a nurse, but always went climbing in her free time. Now she spends her time climbing and helping a charity for poor children in Nepal. More than one adventure. Some adventurers are looking for a new challenge. Megan McGrath from Canada has climbed mountains, ridden a bike across Canada, and run races in the desert. But her most incredible journey was a skiing trip to the South Pole. As she skied, Megan pulled a sleigh with a tent and all her food. She skied through terrible storms and freezing temperatures for 40 days till she arrived at the South Pole. Eric Weinmeier from the United States has climbed mountains and ridden a bike through deserts. Amazingly, Eric is blind, and he wants other blind people to have active lives too. He has taken groups of young blind people climbing in Nepal. Where next? Technology is a big help for adventurers, but the world is still a dangerous place, and it's very important to prepare well. If you dream of being an adventurer, there will always be continents to cross and mountains to climb. By Robin Newton. Okay, that's the text. Now we're going to look at the questions. So we have a true and false section, true or false, and a multiple choice section. Okay, so let's have a look at each one. Okay, the true and false section has 6 different sentences. You need to choose if each sentence is true or false. So the first one, we're asked, Ed Stafford walked along the Amazon from Brazil to the mountains of Peru. So is that true or false? So if you think it's true, click on true. If you think it's false, click on false. Ed's walk along the Amazon took 28 months. Okay, is that true or false? Ed was bitten by a snake in the rainforest. True or false? Galinda Galtenbrunner climbed for the first time when she was a nurse. Is this true or is it false? Galinda Galtenbrunner helps a charity for blind people. Is that true or is it false? And then lastly, Megan McGrath had bad weather on her skiing trip to the South Pole. So once you've clicked true and false for all the 5 items here, just come down and click finish, and then you'll get your result. Okay. On the multiple choice section, again we have 6 questions. So you've been asked, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. So you have a blank space in the sentence and you need to choose the correct word to finish the sentence. Ed Stafford was often tired because he didn't have enough sleep or food. Which one do you think is correct? Click on the one that you think is correct, and then click next. Ed Stafford wrote a blog about climate change during his walk or after his walk. Okay. Number 3, hasn't traveled in cold weather. So Megan McGrath hasn't traveled in cold weather, or Ed Stafford hasn't traveled in cold weather. Galinda Galtenbrunner is from Austria or from the United States. Number 5, Eric Weinmeier has ridden a bike across Canada, or is it Megan McGrath has ridden a bike across Canada? And then lastly, Eric Weinmeier has helped blind people to ride bikes or climb mountains. Okay, and once you've finished, again, just click on the finished button and you'll get your mark. Okay, so I hope everyone has enjoyed this short video. Graded reading, Amazing Adventurers, A2 level on the British Council website. Assalamu alaikum, guys, and have a good evening.